Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Hello for the first time. How are you doing? I have a wee scratchy throat today, so I might sound a wee bit weird. But I'm going to drink some honey and lemon and see how we go. Not so long ago I was on my YouTube shorts and I had said that I was out foraging for stinging nettles to make stinging nettle soup, and I wanted to know if anyone wanted to see that. Everyone said yes, so today we're going to make stinging nettle soup. To start making stinging nettle soups, you must go out and get stinging nettles. Surprise, surprise. So I went to my local park and partly some woods areas, and I got a big carrier bag worth. Make sure you wear gloves. They are stinging nettles, they do sting, it itches, it's not comfortable whatsoever. So what I suggest is when you are foraging for them, have on like rubber gloves, like have on these fellas. Or washing up gloves like marigolds, these fellas, and then on top of that put on gardening gloves. That way it's like an extra layer, and depending on the weather your hands are a wee bit dry and stuff as well. So because we need to wash these stinging nettles, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put these ones on and then I'm going to put these ones on. And then what we're going to do is wash our stinging nettles, because we have picked them from the forest or the woods or the park. They may or may not have beasties, spider's eggs, spider's webs, whatever they might have on. I don't know where you got them from, but they're outside, so they're going to have outside things on them. It is what it is. So we're going to wash them thoroughly, make sure that we're not ingesting any of that stuff. We're going to drain them, all that good stuff, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And while we're washing them, we're going to take all the leaves off the stems, because it's just the leaves we need. But it's easier to just cut off the jaggy nettles with the stems and just put them in a bag. You can't weigh as you go because you're outside, so just getting more than what you think you need is better than not getting enough. But if you don't get enough, just don't add as much vegetables. Either way, we're getting ahead of ourselves, and let's just start with simply washing these nettles. So I'll show you how we do that. We're going to start with filling our sink. This is optional, but I'm going to add some vinegar into my water, just distilled white vinegar. It doesn't flavour the leaves at all. It's very little vinegar in a big mass of water. So I just feel like it helps clean it a little bit better. So that's what I do. These gloves look disgusting, but I promise you they're clean, they're just well loved. Stinging nettles are really good for you. They're like high in amino acids, protein, they help build your bones. They've got hundreds of vitamin K, like zinc, potassium, magnesium, and they're free. Anyway, so what we're doing just now is we're just sugaring these about. We're double gloved, so we're not being stung, which is lovely. So we've sugared them. If you look closely at the water, you can see there's like grass clippings, there's a wee beastie, so it's very important that we wash these. So what we're going to do now is, I have a salad spinner. If you don't have one, just put it in a bowl, but we're going to just clip the leaves, just the leaves, and try and have very little stem on there. Okay. And we're just going to do that until we have a sink full of stems and no leaves. Hello, I'm back. So I have taken all of my leaves off all of my stems, and I'm left with what resembles pond water. So we're going to get rid of that, and then we're going to fill the sink up, and we're going to re-clean our leaves until the water stops looking like this and just looks like clean water. That will then help us to not eat any nasties. The water should be relatively cold but not ice cold. We don't want to wash them in like hot water because we don't want to like make them wilt, but we also want to get them clean, so not super hot but not super cold. But what we're going to do is we're going to inspect each leaf just quickly. Once we've inspected all the leaves in the sink, we are going to give it a third wash just for good luck, and then we're going to get on with making the soup. Hello again. So looking at this water, there's one extra wee beastie. Oh, there's two wee beasties. There's a third wee beastie, a fourth wee beastie. So it's definitely worth doing like a few washes. So now this last wash is going to be just a right big sugar wash to get any sort of last bits off. And again, we're going to go in with vinegar. So each time I've used vinegar, I'm agitating the water to really rough up those leaves just to get any last bits off. But when I'm looking at the water, there's like nothing in there. There's not even like much speckles of like little bits of leaf that's coming away. The water looks pretty clear, so that's what we're looking for. If you're doing this and it still doesn't look that way, then just keep going. Right, so I'm happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my spinner. And we're actually going to spin all the water out. Obviously it's not super practical, right? I'm not saying do this every week to get like some stinging nettles for soup. But what I would say about this video or this recipe is that it is a really good way to show kids like about foraging, about things that are safe to eat, things that are not safe to eat, how to safely prepare things, and just teaching them about nature. Like if you don't have the space to grow fruit or vegetables or herbs even, this is a really wholesome thing to do with your kids or your family. Like go out, go looking for them, pick them together, bring them home, prepare them together. You know, it's like, and you're getting like loads of nice vitamins and stuff. As I say, I wouldn't really feed this to like super young kids because it does have a ton of vitamin K. Not that it's dangerous or anything, it's just, I wouldn't give it to like a 1-year-old, but certainly toddlers and above. Anyway, we're going to put this salad spinner together, and I'm going to move the camera and we're going to see what's happening. So, 2 minutes. Hello again. So what we're going to do just now is we're going to dry our leaves. So if you don't have a salad spinner like I do, you can just put them on a kitchen roll, dab them dry, or a tea towel, dab them dry. Yeah, they're really dry. Now that they're dry, we're going to find out how much they weigh, how much nettles we actually have. We have 128 grams of leaves. So we don't want to make a soup that doesn't really do much for the nettles, so we're going to make a really simple soup. So for this really simple soup, you're literally going to need 1 large potato. I've got 2 medium-sized potatoes, 3 carrots because you need 1 large carrot, so I have 3 small average carrots, and 1 large onion. I have 2 average onions. And a leek. So basically cut all your veg to the same sort of size, and then we're going to put them in a pot. Easy enough. For this soup, try and use a sort of fluffy-ish potato, like a Maris Piper is really good. Next we're going to do our leek. So you should really absolutely wash your leeks because there's so many wee layers that they get full of dirt. So for me, what I like to do is cut the leek, then wash it, because then it's already cut, so you get in about all the wee nooks and crannies, and there's nothing really hiding. We've already opened it up. But you can wash the leeks however you wish. So now that our potatoes, carrots, onions and leek are in this pot, we're going to add a little bit of oil. And we're just going to fry them off maybe 5 minutes or so. What I do also is on a daily basis whenever I'm cooking stuff, I like to save all my scraps, which is what I've done here. Save all your vegetable scraps, put them in a food bag, put them in the freezer, do that until you've got tons and you make a stock. If you want to see a video on how I make stock, let me know, I can show you how to do that. So just give this a wee coat in all the oil in the pan, and as I say, just cook them off for a wee 5-10 minutes just till they start to soften a little teeny weeny bit. Just the way you would when you make any soup, you're just kind of like introducing the vegetables to the pan before you add the stock. Now, as for the stock, you need 1 litre of vegetable stock. Either use vegetable cubes and follow the directions so you can get 1 litre worth of it, or whatever kind of stock you would like to use, however you use it, need a litre of it, okay? So I've got a litre worth of vegetable stock sitting here waiting for me. Our vegetables have sweated down and are getting soft and whatnot, so we're going to add our litre of stock. From this point, you're just going to boil it the way you would boil soup, and you're going to do so until your vegetable is soft, because this soup is a blitzed soup, it's not a chunky soup. So we're going to just boil our soup until the potatoes and carrots are like really soft, and then after that I'll show you what we do. So I'll see you in, I don't know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Smells really good. Okay, see you soon, goodbye. Hello again. So my soup, all my potatoes are super soft, like they break down, because the nettles, forgot what I was cooking there, the nettles don't need long at all, they need a minute. You can simmer the nettles for a minute. So we're going to get our nettles and we're going to plonk them in. So a lot of my stock has evaporated, so I'm just going to add a little bit more stock. So now that my leaves are all mixed in, we're going to put the soup back on for a wee simmer. But I'm not going to use this thing anymore because it sucks. I think I say that in every video, but in this video I mean it. So I'll take you over to the actual cooker and we'll see what's happening. So the leaves have wilted. The vegetables are soft, and now what we're going to do is we're going to blitz it. Get your blendy blend and blend, and now we're going to try it and season it. Because of the stock, mine doesn't need too much salt, but just season it for your taste and how you prefer it, like prefer any of your soups. So the finishing touches to this is we need to add 50 millilitres of cream, just basically a wee spaloosh. And we're also going to add a wee bit of butter just to add some richness and some gloss. If you were making this soup as well, another thing you could add would be peas. So I'd recommend just adding the peas in maybe a minute or two, just some frozen peas, a minute or two before you put in the actual nettles. Peas go really well with it, they add a nice sweetness. Right, we just need to plate it up now. There we go. And you can either finish it with a wee bit of cream, or a wee bit of oil, or both. And there you have it. That is my homemade stingy nettle soup. So thank you very much for coming to watch me make stingy nettle soup. If you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing, it really means a lot to me. I also have a Patreon and also have merch. If those things don't interest you, that's totally fine. I read every single comment and I reply to as many as I can. So if you have any suggestions, tips, criticisms, anything like that, please let me know below. I really enjoy making videos that are like homesteady, foraging, making things from scratch, preserving, all that kind of stuff. I've tried to introduce little bits to this channel. I'm not too sure people are into it, but if you do like it, then let me know. Anyway, I'm away to have some soup. Bye!